Hi, I'm Anne-Marie. I'm a bone and cartilage recipient. I broke my leg skiing in an accident and had some surgery that didn't work out quite so well and needed a bone transplant. I was put on the list at the end of May 2007 and was in surgery at the end of June in 2007, so it was very, very fast. They said it would take 3 to 6 months for a donor. So I thought, okay, I'll have a lovely summer and then I'll think about this later. And then at the end of June, I was out in the garden and my husband came out and he said, the hospital called. And I felt like I had been thumped in the stomach. All the breath went out of my lungs and I felt like I was going to fall down. And Cecil looked at me and he said, you know, you don't have to do this. and then I started to breathe again, and I was in the hospital the next morning. Well, in many ways it did. Not only did it just bring me back to what I was before, it gave me a much better appreciation for what I had. I took what I had pretty much for granted. I was always in very good health. I had never had any kind of an injury at all. And to go from being on what I considered to be in top physical condition to not being able to do very much at all was an extremely difficult adjustment for me. I had a very, very difficult time with it emotionally. And to be able to come back from that, even though it was a tremendous amount of work and the surgery was difficult, it's like getting your life all over again. And you have a much better appreciation for what it is that you have now. Because what I have now, I enjoy and appreciate more than what I had then, even though it's no different. Now I know what I have. I've done this a couple of times. I've written them a couple of different letters. But what I would say is thank you. Because if I hadn't had this transplant, I would have been waiting for 10 years, most likely 10 years, while I got old enough to have a knee replacement. So I would have been 8 years in pain, unable to do the things that I like to do, reduced in mobility, and I would be wishing my life away so I could have a knee replacement. Now, what kind of a life is that?